Hello and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Today I'd like to talk about a stock called A10. This is a networking company. It's a cheapie stock, and I'm going to do a calendar spread for really little money. In fact, it's only going to cost me $2. So let's find out about this company and make a trade for only $2. But before we get started, I want to tell you that the Stock Planner channel is an education channel. We share our ideas, we learn, we do our own due diligence, and we win for life. Once you learn this, you have a skill that you can use throughout your life. But you must do your own due diligence and you must engage. Now let's get started discussing A10 Networks, an international company. I have a Discord chat and I have a free area. I have some trade ideas that are absolutely free. You click on the link and you get the trades of the day. These are only suggestions, and it covers the RSI only, the MACD only, and the stochastic RSI. Whenever there's a single, and right now all these stocks are oversold, this is a buy single for the MACD and a buy single for the stochastic. So this list gives you a chance to go back to where you're using your indicators and seeing how they line up for you. Now, I also have an area in my Discord chat called the 3 indicator strategy, and that's when all three of these, the RSI, the MACD, and the stochastic, all line up within 2 or 3 days of each other. This is a paid level, the price of a cup of coffee, about $3 or $4, and you get all these strategies here. Clicking on the 3 indicator strategy and clicking the link, you get a trade list of all the trades you could possibly take. And right now you have 21 open positions, and here they're listed here. It shows you when to enter and when to exit, and you can see that we had entry signals for A10. That's a short, and that's what we're going to look at today. And ExxonMobil, which is a buy. This is handy if you're just starting out and want to follow along until you develop your own strategy and system. That is the key. You need to develop your own strategy and system, get your own singles. You can't use somebody else's singles for too long. But this might help. The free area might help, and this might help. And this is produced 3 or 4 times and updated throughout the day, 3 or 4 times. I use both listings every single day. Looking at FinBiz, the Dow, looks like that's a downward trend. NASDAQ down, and S&P 500 all down. Looking at the 500 for the week, a lot of red there. Technology stocks at the bottom for the day, and for the week, there's technology again, way at the bottom. Energy, that would bode well for that ExxonMobil buy. We're not covering that. Typing A10, trading at 13.27. This is a cheapie. And look at this line here. It's nearly level. And so is this line, the support line. Resistance, support. So that's signaling to me that, hey, this stock is trading within this range. Now, it's a wide range, $13, $12.50, somewhere to $16. But that stock's going to end up $12.50 to $16 in about a month. I'm a swing trader. I need stocks to move. And this stock may not give me the movement that I need. Ukraine war, downward pressure. Our politics in the United States, downward pressure. Supply, downward pressure. Energy price, downward pressure. We're going to find out that A10 Networks is a pretty good company. It has a buy recommendation by FinBiz. It's shortable and optional. We like that. It is profitable. And it has a target of 21. So there's upward pressure here because of the stock doing good. But downward pressure because of the recession, inflation, and tech stocks aren't doing too good. So that bodes well for this hanging in this little range here. Let's go a little more detail in the fundamentals. A10 Networks is an international company. Japan, Asia, emerging market companies, network solutions. And this is a snowflake. And to do snowflake analysis, you want the snowflake to be big and green. This company is healthy. The financial health of this company has all 6 out of 6. It's definitely undervalued, trading at nearly 60% below the estimate of fair value. We'll look at that in a minute. Forecast to grow 9.36. That's not a lot of growth, but it is growth. It's not what it was in the past, though, which it grew by 334%. That's absolutely fantastic. Good value amongst his peers. And there's some of his competitors. Yeah, there's definitely a downward trend to this stock. And the president recently sold $86,000 worth of his stock. This is a cheapy stock, remember. By the way, this is Simply Wall Street. I like the graphics on here. The valuation, 6 out of 6. That's as good as you can get. Amongst his peers, there's ATEN Networks. It's not overpriced. The current PE, based on it and comparing it to the fair PE, again, this is undervalued. The price is $13.27. According to Simply Wall Street, it should be trading at least $33. And that's based on its free cash flow, the money it has to invest in itself. Future growth doesn't look so good. 1 out of 6. There's the growth there. And there's the company versus the industry. That's not good. That bodes well for my short. Earnings per share growth forecast. Look at, that's not supposed to do that. And this company is very healthy. The assets exceed the liabilities. We want to see that. And we want to see this. 6 out of 6. The various different criteria that they use for financial health. Looking at A10 on the daily time frame using TradingView, we see this is the zigzag indicator. It's not an indicator at all. It looks to the future and paints this stuff in based on future data. You can't use it to trade, but you can use it for other indicators to see how they look and predict these changes. And the zigzag is looking like it wants to go up. That's the secondary zigzag. The primary zigzag is down. So I use the zigzag to help me see the tops and bottoms. And then as a swing trader, I try to capture that trend between. But I don't think this stock's going to move much based on the downward pressure of the economy and the global situation. But this is a company that's got good statistics and good financial sheets. So I think it's going to be in a range somewhere. And you can say around $16 and $12.50. Now, I got a signal from my 3 indicator strategy saying to go short. And you get that by the RSI being overbought and coming back around. And it did right here. The stochastic, which is this one right here, RSI, being it is overbought and come back around, which it has right there. And my rule is when the MACD is above the 0 line, which it is just slightly. I like them I like them up like this one right here. And then that way you could pick that. That's what RSI would have been there, stochastic, and it's above there, and that would have predicted that downward slide. Very good. I like it when it's deep. This is not deep, but it's still saying go short. But I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at the strategic situation of the world, and I'm saying it's going to be in there. So I'm going to do a trade. And since it's a cheapy stock, I'm going to do a calendar spread, and hopefully maybe I can find something that's between these 2 points. Let's see what we got. Calendar spread ending, and you try to end this on the 21st. You would short the closest strike, which is the October 21st, which is right here. And then you do the same at the same strike, buy protection 1 month out here. And you do that, you'll end up usually with a debit. And this cost me $2 to do this trade. The max loss is, what is that? $4, $5. But the max profit is $74. I like that. The break-evens are $9.80 or $10. That fits that criteria that I just said. I think it was $12.50. And I think this was $16. I was trying to keep it in between those. So I like this trade. Let's take another look at this. Is a winner as long as it stays between these 2 points, 1704 and 980. And here's our 1250. And that's where you make the most amount of money. So if it hangs around where it's at now, you'll take in the most money. But if it stays in between those 2 points, you'll make something for a $2 investment or $5 risk. I do like these apples. What do you think? Will it stay in between 1704 and 980, somewhere down in here, over the next month? I think there's a good chance of it. What do you think? Leave a comment below. Remember to do your own due diligence. Trading is risky, although doesn't seem to be a lot of risk on this one. Like what you're doing, engage, and you do that by subscribing and leaving a comment, because once you engage, you're actually doing something. And remember, the paper trade will catch you on the flip. Happy trading.